Okay, it looks fine, I guess. Right. And yes, so ladies, today is our final meeting on the reading club, yes. And we're going to speak about the book, yes, the message of the book a little bit more. And mostly we are going to exchange our impressions about the film, yes, because you were supposed to watch a film for today, right? And yes, mostly we are going to speak about the film, the gorgeous Leo, yes, and yes, your impressions. For that, I'd like to share some presentation with a couple of questions that we can talk about and focus, right? So, what are your main impressions of the film, right? You may think about things you liked or maybe you didn't like in the film. Was there anything that you were not excited about, that didn't match you and stuff? Natalie, how about you? What did you like? What didn't you like about the film, if anything?
So first of all, I like the story.
Mm-hmm.
And film, nowadays, it looks a bit strange
Uh-huh.
because they used modern music in the film,
Uh-huh.
but it was modern music for when the film appeared. It
Mm-hmm.
was a bit strange, and now I like it,
Uh-huh.
but not very much. I wasn't excited about the movie. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know
Mm-hmm.
why, but when the film appeared and I saw it for the first time, it was wow, wow, because um, the party that gives the Gatsby,
Uh-huh.
it looks really fantastic. A lot of people, a lot of drinks, a lot of shining things, and nice dresses, very beautiful dresses, and rich
Mm-hmm.
people. And today, it's not my values, I think.
Mm-hmm. That's a good
The-
point.
It's
That's
not my values. And first of all, I like story, and I like the main character, but not main character. Maybe it's Gatsby, but I like Nick Carraway and his thoughts about this
mm-hmm.
situation, I think. Yeah.
His patience as well, right? His good values. I quite agree with that. On one hand, he also can have parties, right? And he can party hard, right? On the other hand, he doesn't lose these important values, yeah, personal values.
Mhm.
True.
Yeah.
Right. And Natalie, I totally agree with you about the costumes, right? The costumes are just gorgeous, right? The all the accessories, all the dresses, all this
Mhm.
glitter, and yeah, wow, just wow. I love it as well. Right? When you watch it, you also want to party with them, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Right. Alon, how about you? What did you like or didn't like about the film?
Oh, I agree with Natalie. First of all, it's really wonderful story about feelings, about peoples. And uh, I watched this movie 10 years ago, and
Mm.
I really don't remember anything.
Uh-huh.
And I watched this video like a first time,
Mm-hmm.
and I was impressed of playing actor.
Mm-hmm.
For example, Leo DiCaprio is amazing actor.
Yeah.
And I agree with Natalie and Nick. It's my favorite character in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's fighting of inside, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really the main line in the movie. Yeah. And um, in even character, we saw the fight,
Mm-hmm.
uh, this сомнения,
Doubts. Doubt.
doubts, yes, and happiness and mm, I don't know, maybe it's my impression, but I saw a lot of doubts in every character. And it's strange to watch like people do something, but think another thought, have another thought, and it's really strange. And I thought about that we sometimes we do the same things in real life.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yes,
For
that's
me,
very
it was really nice film, and I really watched it like a first time.
That's right. That's right. You know what was interesting for me when I was watching it? Some scenes or some parts of the film, they look as if it is a theater, but not a film, right? The decorations, for example, that Valley of Ashes, right? It sometimes looks like a bit unreal, yes, a bit of a decoration. And I think it is also a special thing exactly for the film because people use lots of things as decorations, right? It was all the theater, right? You need to show, you need to present something to public, maybe which actually you are not, yes? And I felt this effect in the film, yes, a bit of decorations at some time, at some points. Um, how about the characters? Did your imagination, right, or did your feeling about the characters match their portraits in the film? Or maybe you thought, no, in my head that person or that character looked different or something. Did they match?
I think yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Maybe maybe not about main character, about Jay Gatsby, because when I read the book,
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a really nice person, but in the film, a lot of scene where we saw how he did a lot of strange and illegal thing.
Mm-hmm.
And in the adaptive book, it's not a lot of story about this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And but it at film,
Mm-hmm.
you saw um, a lot of speech with Wolstein, yes,
Yes.
some strange situation with Nick, and some strange calls.
Mm-hmm.
And you thought, Gatsby, it's really gambler. Yeah, drug dealer. I don't know what you're doing.
Exactly. He had something to hide, yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's a very good point. Natalie, how about you? Did all the characters match your imagination?
I think yes, but I remembered a bit about the film, and when I read the book, it was adopted book too, and it, my knowledge about the film affected a bit the book. Yes,
Yeah.
and it's the same. And when I was watching the film, I understood that the adopted book
Mm-hmm.
is quite the same as a film. A scene it goes one by one, and the speech is the same. The most of the scenes.
Yes,
So,
in fact, not much information is left out. It's true, yeah. Maybe a bit of descriptions are left out, yes, but the main events they are kept as they are actually in the original book.
yeah,
Exactly.
and it made the watching the film a bit easier because I read the book and I watched it with the subtitles.
Mhm.
It was easy, and in the film used the very simple language, but it was some words that I didn't understand. But the main line I
Mhm.
got in the whole conversation too. So, what about characters? It matched, yes. I
Mhm.
think every character matched in my imagination and in the movie.
Yeah.
But Leo DiCaprio is so a famous actor, and he has their own way to play
Mm.
roles. Uh, maybe so he plays Leo DiCaprio, not a Great Gatsby, I think.
All right. It's difficult, yes, to realize that he plays someone
Mm,
else, right?
yeah.
Okay, okay, that's very interesting. So, Natalie, thanks very much for mentioning the language, yes, which
Mhm.
I quite agree with you. The film, yes, definitely sometimes it uses some interesting vocabulary or some interesting structures or whatever, but on the whole, yes, the language isn't very difficult, yes, and especially when they are not speaking too fast, right? Gatsby tends to speak sometimes a bit fast, right? But generally, it's manageable. Alan, how did you feel about the language in the film?
For me, it was a bit of difficult,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I watched this film maybe with three parts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I stopped
Mm-hmm.
and make notes, and mm, but when you know the plot, it's
Mm-hmm.
really better to watch this movie. Uh, and okay, I'm fine, and I watched this. Maybe I didn't read the subscribed
Subtitles? Uh-huh.
subtitles.
Mm.
Um, I enjoyed the movie, enjoyed the actors, enjoyed the dress.
Mhm.
Oh, that's fine.
Yes, that's perfect. That's perfect. I mean, I can quite understand that in some parts it can be a bit challenging, but actually, my recommendation is to watch the movies from time to time. And the more you watch, the easier it will be. Yes, Alon, it was brilliant idea to break it into parts, right? That makes it a little bit less stressful. Yes, or less difficult. True. Um, I hope actually that reading the book before watching a film could help you with some words like gambler or Gatsby always says old sport. Yes, if you didn't
Yeah.
read the book, it would be if you hadn't read the book, it would have been a bit more difficult to catch these things, right? Yeah. Okay. Very interesting. Thank you so much. And speaking about the film, what was your favorite scene? The scene that you loved best of all? Which one would you choose?
Okay, for me,
Mm-hmm.
it was a scene when they went to New York,
Mm-hmm.
and it was argue
Mm-hmm.
between Daisy, Tom, and Gatsby.
All right.
And it was really a lot of tension, yeah,
Very good.
and between them. And when Daisy has changed her choice,
Uh-huh.
oh gosh, I was really upset for Gatsby. And
Mhm.
Tom won this fight, and it's really teen fight, a teen impression. Yeah, um, only, как сказать, только выражение лица, only
Yes, only face expressions.
face
In
expression,
expressions. Yes, that's right. Uh-huh.
a bit of a word,
Mhm.
but every word break his heart, and oh,
Absolutely heartbreaking. Agree with you. Yeah. Okay. Yes, it's a great scene, right? Because of a lot of tension and such an interesting twist. Yes, that really. That's now the ball is on the Tom's side. Yes. Right. Natalie, what about you? What was your favorite scene?
Oh, I agree with Alona that the scene where they argue, it was really tension scene.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite, it would be the scene where Gatsby tried to charm Daisy in his house.
Yes.
He, it's this scene. It felt so like a honey, you know. This is so
Mhm.
nice and so lovely. They show. He shows her house, how rich he become,
Mhm.
uh, how many things they have. He do anything for her. He told her some pleasant words that it's everything for her and so on. And it was really nice. It was mentioned in the book, but I didn't understand what has happened. So, I mean,
Mhm.
the scene where uh, they went to his bedroom and he dropped sheets and
Birds and everything, yes.
yes, the he wanted to show how many things they have, how many money he have to buy sheets from wool or from
Silk, uh-huh.
silk from and any and other fabrics.
Yes,
So,
he
and
definitely tried to impress her. Hmm.
yes, and then they went to the hall where organ stay,
Hmm. Yeah.
and they asked the musician to play, and they dance and drink a lot of beverages, and then they went to the swim, and I think they have a lovely day. Yes, it was full of love and full of good emotions, and I really like it. Yeah.
Oh, this is nice. Really, a really good scene. I agree with you. I agree with you.
And
And actually, looking at this mansion, yes, looking at this house, wow, this is crazy and that is gorgeous, isn't it? Right.
yeah, I went out in when you read book,
Mm-hmm.
you can't imagine uh, the white of house, yes, and when you see the film, you really understand it's a castle.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big castle, and the Buchanan's house too big too, a
Yes.
huge, huge
Huge, right?
house.
Enormous, right? They are
Enormous.
castles. Absolutely. They're not houses, they are castles. That is why Gatsby's house is called a mansion. Yes. Mansion that is like very, very big house. Yes. And yeah, even not a mansion, but a castle. I agree with you. Yes. Right. You can get lost in there. All right. Perfect, ladies. Very, very interesting. Let's talk a little bit more about characters, right? And how these characters are presented and their appearance is presented in the film, and in what way this appearance represents their personal traits. For instance, we can think about different things here, actually. Yes. We will take who's that? Do you remember her?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Yes, Jordan Baker, exactly. And looking at her dresses, her hairstyle, her appearance, we can make some judgments about her character. Yes, for example, Jordan was rather independent, yes, and a very successful and ambitious woman. I think that her short hairstyle would yeah represent her active lifestyle. You can also spot her darker lipstick, yes, and darker eyes, which would make her look a little stronger and brighter. She's also got red fingernails, yes, which is again, yeah, a sign of a successful, independent woman. She feels quite okay, yes, with opening her shoulders, her back, yes. She doesn't depend on the man, so she can show herself off. The choice of the colors, yes, in her dress also represents that she's not so, let's say, pure as Daisy, for instance. Yeah, so darker colors would show her determination, probably. Would you agree with that?
Mm.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
He was a very strong, independent woman.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. And this is represented through her clothes, yes, through her hairstyle, makeup, and stuff, right? Plus, usually the way she looks from the down, yes, to the up, which makes her eyes a bit charming, right? Would you like to choose one character, whoever, and find out or tell us how this person's appearance, clothes, style, yeah, shown in the film, would represent their personal traits and character? Yes? Would you like to choose one character, whoever, and then tell us about the person? I think it's great if you get 1 or 2 minutes, yeah, to think. Maybe you want to look once again.
Okay.
I got Nick, Natalie. What your
I want
person?
to represent Myrtle.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
Myrtle is great. I mean, yes, it is interesting choice. Nice. Mhm. Ladies, would you like to have one more minute, or can we discuss what you've got?
We can discuss, I
All
think.
right, perfect, perfect. Alon, so go ahead. You chose Nick Carraway, right?
Yeah.
All right, tell us about him.
As we know, Nick looks as usual man without some strange, I don't know, headdresses, without mustache, yeah, without beard. That's why I think it looks usual,
Mhm.
but he dressed in smart clothes, a smart, simple suit. That's why I think he, the actor can show that he honest and simple boy without secrets, without hidden problem, and he really honest. And he moved very honestly. I don't know. He
Mhm.
looks like a friend
Mhm.
for
Mhm.
everything, and he usually smiled.
Mhm.
Uh, he usually hold the hand. He looks a friend,
Mhm.
and in the end, we see his pale face
Mhm.
with
Okay. Uh-huh.
beard, and he dressed in gray suits.
Mhm. Mhm.
And we understand that he's sick,
Yep.
and he survived a really personal tragedy.
Mhm. Mhm.
The Gatsby's death was for him a really tragedy, and he upset, he sick,
Mhm.
he so, and we saw it on his face, on his dress, his suits,
Yeah.
and all seen um, in a gray color.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
was raining,
Yes.
so
Totally agree with you. Yes. I would say yes. And his moves, right? He is always straight. He is not, let's say, hectic, or he's not nervous, right? His moves, I mean, before Gatsby's death, right? They are very easy, calm, right? And very open postures, right? And stuff. I also agree about clothes, yes, that he usually wears some suits and stuff. However, I would say that Nick still tries to be stylish, right? He wants to look nice because of his hat, yes. He's got sometimes interesting bow ties. So he's got little accessories that would show that he is a stylish man, right? He's simple but stylish, which is also cool. Right, very good, Alon. Thank you very much. Natalie, how about Myrtle? She is a very interesting character there.
Yes, Myrtle is very different from others.
Mhm.
Mm, when we saw the first time, it was in garage.
Mhm.
She appeared something in red. I think it was a red dress, and we saw that rich people never wear red dress. That so it was red and so bright,
Mhm.
and she didn't wear any jewelry, or maybe she wear but wore.
Mhm.
But we can. It was not shiny things, maybe some plastic, but I don't know. So,
Yeah.
and she wears some red bright dress.
Mhm.
Her hair, I think, it looks a bit strange too.
Yes.
Her hairstyle. I think it was red too.
Mhm.
Um, and it wasn't very stylish
She
for
looked
me.
cheap, didn't she?
cheap, yes. And she wanted to be mm, remarkable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she wants to be remarkable, but she do it in she's own way to
Uh-huh.
wear something bright and look really bright. But it's not very stylish. So, and the more important thing and is the way that she behave. The first of all, it's the way that she speak.
She
She
speaks. Mhm,
she
mhm,
speaks.
mhm.
Uh, she has some interesting accent. I can make a I can make a decision that it's a Queen's accent.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So as
Uh-huh.
we know, in Queens, in those time,
Yeah.
uh, in Queens, it's a very poor part of the city. It's a city, it's town, yes.
Yes, I think it is the part of even part of the city or yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because New York, it's a part, and Queens, and other parts in the city. So, and the Queens lives poor people. So,
Working
and
class. Yeah, working.
working class, really. Her husband was a simple serviceman, a workman. She worked. Oh, she here. He
Mhm,
worked with her hands, and he wasn't very good, I think, at what he's do.
mhm,
So, and she wanted to touch a bit
mhm,
rich life, and she
mhm,
really wanted to do that. So, and I think she wasn't very educated
mhm,
because, okay, as I mentioned before, she talked a bit strange.
mhm,
She wasn't independent. She
mhm,
wasn't independent, and she tried. In the first part in the movie, we saw the scene where Nick Carraway was invited to Buckingham Place
mhm,
home, and someone ringing, and we know that she was ringing, and the high educated independent woman would never ring to another married man, just I don't know for what.
mhm.
So um so
Exactly.
Metro was different.
Yes. Actually, looking at Myrtle, you can immediately spot, yes, that she doesn't come from a high class. Look at her makeup, right? It's so bright. It uses some bright colors like blue, yes, and whatever,
Mhm.
very bright red lipstick, yes, this red dress, which was short, yes, and she was intending to show herself, right, and attract men. Yeah. So looking at
Mhm.
her appearance, you can immediately understand she was ready for some affairs. Yes. Right.
Yes, yeah.
Exactly.
And she doesn't love her husband because I think because she was poor, first of all.
I guess. Yeah. All right. So I think the clothes, right, and the makeup and the accessories used in the film by film directors represent the personalities very well. Yes. Okay, lovely. And yes, so then we know actually that in Great Gatsby film, there are many main themes, right? For example, American dream, yes, love and obsession, wealth, right, and class differences, morality and ethics. A lot of these themes are discussed in the book, right, or are presented in the book. I would like you ladies to think, Alon, you have already mentioned it actually, yes? In what way the themes from the book Great Gatsby or from the story Great Gatsby are presented currently in our life, yes? You can think about wealth and yes, class inequality, right, and differences. Maybe something about American dream, loyalty, morality, love, power. Any ideas, right, that you saw or any themes that you spotted in Great Gatsby story? In what way do they relate to modern society? So, what ideas have you got on this point? Alon, go ahead.
Maybe when the accident happened with Myrtle's dad, the big point in this story that Gatsby don't talk about truth because he really loves Daisy. And Daisy and Tom Buchanan didn't told true too. And it's about morality, about
loyalty.
Loyalty, yes. And no one said true, but the reason was difficult, yeah. For Gatsby, it was love. For Daisy and Tom, it was scared. And scared about I think they was frightened. They were frightened because they can lost the wealth and the status, you know, and it's a big problem with loyal.
Do you think these days we can spot similar situations in some point?
In real life?
Yeah, now, these days.
I think maybe this situation can be true for government, I don't know, you know, for some accident with famous people and who has wealth, but who does illegal something.
Yeah, some things, right? Yes, it happens from time to time these days. Yeah, they don't want to lose their wealth. They don't want to go to prison or something, but they want to party hard, right? And in most situations, they know that nothing would happen. Yes, right? Exactly. Natalie, how about you? What themes do you think are true for the story and for these days?
I think I want to talk about rich people and why Gatsby hide his origin. I don't know why he's hide it because it's American dream to become. If you work harder, you become rich. If you're poor, or it's the same now. It's the same American dream nowadays. And rich people don't accept him. And he had to tell the story there's of not true. Yeah, only because the rich people don't accept him, and he wanted to rely to rich people.
Mhm.
Maybe nowadays it's the same. A
Mhm.
rich family, families,
Mhm.
a bit strange.
Okay. They don't accept everyone in their circle, yes?
Yes, yes.
Mhm. Mhm.
And it didn't changed. It changed.
Mhm.
Mm.
Okay, okay. Back then, speaking about Gatsby, right? First of all, it was the fight between old money and new money, right? And those families, for instance, like Buchanan families, they are regionally, yes, come from very rich families and many generations, yes, they've always been rich, yes, and they were born rich. However, this new money, these were mostly people who made their wealth through gambling, through some illegal stuff, right? And of course, this old money, they didn't accept it, yes, because they knew how this new people earned, yeah, their wealth. That is why Gatsby had to create a story, right?
But Tom Buchanan is super strange character and person
Mhm.
because he received their money from family and he's a polo player.
Right. And this was back then, it was more respectable than, yes, making your own
Yes.
money. Well, that's an interesting question because I think these days, yes, the children of rich people, they would behave just like Tom Buchanan, right? Many of them, maybe not all of them, yeah, but many of them, they would just party hard, right? Spend their wealth. Maybe if they are not too stupid, they would invest in something, but they never work hard. Yes.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Okay. Very good. So, ladies, and an interesting question. What do you think? What's the main message of the story? What's the very main idea here?
Mm,
Mm. I think so. Its story is a high level. Oh, not the first level. It's about the story.
Huh?
Oh, story. It's about a love story about love.
Whatever. Yes, you can pick any theme.
Yeah, but I think
Mhm.
the mm, okay. In my opinion, a story about that everybody lies.
Uh-huh.
And
All right, that's good.
everybody wants to be better than he is, they
Uh-huh.
is. And rich people, not very cool persons,
Mhm.
not very cool guys, and they worried about only their money.
Mhm.
It's one important thing that never came to the Gatsby's funeral,
Funeral. Exactly.
funeral,
Uh-huh.
but a lot of people partied there. A lot of people he worked to, but never come. Only his father and Nick Carraway.
Uh-huh.
It shows us that no one care about him. It's not
Mhm.
very nice thing.
And about each other generally, right?
Mhm.
Right.
And I was really disappointed Daisy wouldn't come, wouldn't or didn't come, didn't send a flower, didn't send a card.
Mhm.
Just pack the things and go away.
Mm. Okay, okay. So the main message is that everyone's lonely, right? No one cares about each other a lot. Just party hard, right? And whatever happens after it.
Yes, it's so sad, really.
Okay. Alon, what do you think? What's the main message?
honestly, I agree. I think it's disappointing story, but in a deep level,
Uh-huh.
it can be some about hope
Uh-huh.
because Gatsby believe in his love and
Mhm.
love Daisy for the end of him. Yeah,
Mhm.
for the death when he heard the ring, he
Mhm.
saw that Daisy called
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And I think it's about hope. Um, what's no, как сказать, что бы ни происходило,
Whatever happens.
whatever happens,
Mhm.
you can believe, you can hope
Yeah.
something good, and even it doesn't true,
Mhm.
you can do something for your happy.
Okay, that's so also interesting. Ladies, wonderful. We actually all agree, yes, that it's very sad end, right? And it shows the nature of a lot of people. We are going to change the story. I would like you to think of an alternative ending to the story. So you can create a different ending of the story from whatever point in the story you like. Yes, you may choose that, I don't know, lots of people turn up to Gatsby's funeral, or he was actually not killed, or yes, he had a reunion with Daisy, whatever. So think about an alternative ending for the story. I'm going to give you 3 4 minutes and present us your alternative ending. Mhm. Okay, so ladies, a minute to finish, right? And then we'll. I'm super excited to hear your endings. Mhm. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so ladies, now please tell us your alternative ending to the story. What's important? I'd like you to listen to your partner really, really carefully, and then tell us what do you think the changing of the ending. In what way does it change the message of the story? All right. So, Natalie, would you like to present your ending?
Okay, so I have a happy end.
Okay.
I'm really optimistic today.
Uh-huh.
So, in my end of story, Daisy understood that she loves Gatsby and she went to his house in the morning. Yes, she didn't call, but she went to the Gatsby house,
Mhm.
and then they immediately left the house and left the city, and it is so. And after that, Tom Buchanan came to Daisy to Gatsby's house, and in the same time, Wilson came to
Uh-huh.
Gatsby's house, and I don't know, something happened that Wilson know the truth. I don't
Okay.
know in which way, and. And Wilson killed the Tom.
Wow.
Wilson killed Tom. All right. That's interesting. Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. That's the end, right? And Daisy and Gatsby, they started living together, right? Happily.
Yes, and of course, she took her daughter, and after that, they have a lot of children. And the main thing, yeah, Daisy decided to be with Gatsby, even he is rich.
Even he is rich.
He
Okay.
is rich.
Right. Okay. Okay. Alon, what do you think? Natalie's ending of the story, in what way does it change the whole message?
Okay, I think in this story,
Mhm.
the main message is that true is
Mhm.
really important, and love is really power of
Mhm.
life. And um, the bad man
Mhm.
has наказание,
Punishment.
punishment, yes, has a
Mhm.
punishment, and good persons has a
Mhm.
good life.
Yes, that's right. So then it is the fight of good and evil, right? Good wins at all times. Plus, the message is follow your love, follow your dream. Yes, and you will get it in the end. All right, all right. Now it sounds like an American dream, Natalie. Yes, this story sounds like American dream. Perfect. Thank you so much. Alon, what about your ending?
Okay, it's nothing unusual. It's happy
Okay.
end too. But in my story, everyone were alive, and the Myrtle was alive too. She uh, don't dead, yeah. She don't.
She
She
didn't die.
she didn't die.
Mhm.
That's why Daisy, because Daisy was brave on scene with Ergu, and she left out from Tom.
Mhm.
She maybe apologized with Tom, and she has chosen the Gatsby,
Mhm.
and no one was tension. That's why Myrtle was alive,
Mhm.
and um, they are living together. Um, he's them very lovely and impression life.
Mhm.
Tom Buchanan spent time as he
Mhm.
as he can with mistress, with another ladies. So, and he careless and spend his way
Mhm.
his money. Okay,
Uh-huh.
uh,
Wealth. Yes, you want to say
his
wealth.
wealth. Yes, and Nick
Mm-hmm.
became the very influence man on Wall Street and make honest money,
Mhm.
maybe with Gatsby.
Oh.
And they are really, uh, they became a really best friend and best neighborhoods.
Uh-huh. And best neighbors. Yeah.
Neighbors.
Okay. Perfect, perfect. So also happy end, right? And very positive events in the end. Natalie, what do you think? In what way does it change the main message?
Okay, so the main thing is everyone
Mhm.
got that
Mhm.
they deserve.
Yes, what they deserve and what they wanted, actually.
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
No
Just
one dramatically in this
yeah.
story.
Oh, it's happy end. It's a nice story with happy end, and it's so lovely. There no tension, and so there no any twist.
Uh-huh.
It's love. I feel good about it.
Okay. Yes. When everyone gets what he or she wants, right? Everyone gets the money they wanted, the woman they wanted, the lifestyle they wanted, right? Just follow your passion, follow your wishes, and everyone will be happy around. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Ladies, thank you so much. This was creative. This was lovely. And yes, however, Gatsby real story is a bit different. Yes. And I agree. You feel like, wow, why is that? We all expect something different in the end. Yes. Such an interesting twist. Exactly. All right. And before we finish, I actually would like to get just a little feedback from you. Okay. Um, a bit of reflection part, and it will be in two parts. Like, what about the book? Let's start with the book. And my main question is: do you think you would recommend the book or the film to your friends or family members? If yes, why? And if not, why not? And maybe who to would you recommend it?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Natalie, go ahead.
I would recommend this book and movie, maybe to my mother,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but in Russian.
Yes.
Maybe to my friends, and it's a simple story, um, and everyone can watch it and read it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, nor not children, maybe. I think children are not very interesting with this story, but
Mm-hmm.
ladies. So it's the main thing is about love. Yes, and
Mm-hmm.
usually ladies love stories about love.
Yeah.
So and uh, yeah, I think it's about movie. That's it.
Mhm. Okay, thank you. Alan, how about you?
Honestly, I asked about this book in my Instagram,
Uh-huh.
all about my subscribes,
Yes.
and maybe 10%
Uh-huh.
ha read this book,
Mm-hmm.
and we discussed this this film at work.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my colleagues remember this film.
Yes.
Um, that's why we discussed
Right.
a bit of this movie and a bit of plot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So maybe I will recommend it for my husband. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but we watched this film 10 years ago. I don't know if he remember about something about it.
Mhm.
Maybe he don't he doesn't watch this, but I think it's really a nice film.
Mhm, mhm.
Evening, yeah, so.
Yes. That's true. That's true. I think there is ever something for everyone. Yes, I'm okay. Yeah, definitely not for children, as Natalie mentioned. Yes, but men, women find anything for themselves. Yes, for men, it's probably interesting the fight. Yes, and the control and the status fight between people there. Right, the new and old money. Yes, the dry laws and everything. For women, definitely it's interesting to watch this love tension, yes, passion and stuff. Right. Okay. There is something for everyone for sure. And I wanted to get a bit of reflection from you about the reading club in general. And you can think about anything you would like, yeah, any feedback you would like to give me. You may think about a choice of the book, if you liked the choice of the book, the pace, yes, was it too fast for you to read the book, or it was maybe too slow? Were the number of meetings enough or not enough? The format, something you maybe lacked, something was not enough for you, right? Or something you particularly liked or would like to change. So yeah, these are just ideas you may yeah, give feedback on, but any thoughts you have, I'm happy and I would appreciate it. Yes. So would you like, yeah, Natalie, how about you?
For me, it was everything was cool, but not our meeting at 8 o'clock in the Saturday. It for me is super hard,
Uh-huh.
and I had a hard week,
Mm-hmm.
and it was super hard to wake up and do something. Um, the book, adopted book, was very nice, and I not spent a lot of time to read it. Really,
Mm-hmm.
it I read it twice
Mm-hmm.
because it's the second time the more things appeared. So.
Yeah.
Book, it's wonderful. I will try to read it in Origin. I would try,
Yes,
but
that's a great
I'm
idea. That's a
not
great
sure.
idea. Maybe you would do it a bit slower than adapted book, yes, but you can do it over the summer, for example. Yes, just
Yeah.
it's slower.
Uh,
Mhm.
yeah. That's wonderful that you prepared this good presentation. It's really interesting. The points to discuss. It's really lovely. So it was nice.
Oh,
And
yeah.
unfortunately, not all ladies joined today us to
Mhm.
have a conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, they might have their own reasons.
Yes, Natalie, I think that is actually a bit of a problem with the what you mentioned. Yes, the day choice and the time choice, right? On one hand, this was the time and the day what everyone voted for. However, yes, realizing that it is weekend, yes, and it makes the things a little bit more difficult. Yes.
Mhm.
So, if doing again the reading club, I would definitely reconsider, yes, taking Saturday morning as an option. Yes. So, I mean, for adults, it's always super hard to pick the best choice of the yes of the time and day. Yes, exactly. Even though, yes, ladies texted me yesterday that they are going to join today, they still didn't manage because of the weekend, probably. Yes. So, yes, totally agree with you. Right. Okay, Natalie, thanks very much. Yes, and yeah, got it all. Alon, how about you?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks. I really like this reading book. I was in time
Mhm.
with homework and with lessons. So for me, it was really unusual format for discussing and for meeting on English. Maybe I lacked the vocabulary.
Mhm. Mhm.
Maybe it's my problem, but it's good idea to do the Quizlet maybe.
Yes, definitely. I wanted to mention it just afterwards, right? Yes.
It was really cool because a lot of new words, a lot of new
Mhm.
phrases,
Mhm.
which we can use in our speech, and it's really cool to remember
Mhm.
these new words.
Yes, by the way, I should say you picked a lot of words, right? While discussion, I heard many words, yes, that were presented in the book, and it was great, yeah, that your reading was so-called conscious reading, yeah? So you really took notes and highlighted what you liked. This is brilliant. Yes, speaking about Quizlet, yes, you will get the Quizlet sets till Monday. I'm in the process. Yes, I reconsidered a couple of them, so you will get them till Monday. And yes, so the work with Reading Club is not finishing right now. Yes, the other thing that you will also get on our chat. So first of all, Quizlets and practice them. It's great because yeah, you can revise the vocabulary and pick something new maybe. Plus, you will also get a so-called review, or let's say an essay, yes, on the book or on the film in the chat. You can look at it, you can read it, yes, see if you agree or disagree. And I would really love if you also write a review or yeah, the essay based on the book or on the film. It's up to you, yeah, what you choose. And in this review, you may recommend or not recommend the book or film, right? Express your impressions and stuff. And this is again another way to reconsider all the messages, reconsider all the story, and of course, implement the vocabulary. Yes. Right. So it will be very interesting to read your essays, right, and your feedbacks, and you can add them into the chat, right, so that other people can also read it. That will be just great. Yes. Okay, wonderful. So yes, and if we organize any other reading club, then definitely we will try to think of another time, probably, yes, and a bit more vocabulary work would be probably included, yes, that you can use it a little bit even more effectively. However, yes, I'm really happy with your vocabulary usage, to be honest, right? Yes, and ladies, what do you think? Would you ever like to take part in another reading club?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes,
would love
all right.
that.
So the format was yes, something new, something interesting.
yeah.
Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, I'm very happy. Yes, and thanks for feedback, right? Thanks for participating. And ladies, have a great weekend and see you next time, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Bye,
thank you.
ladies.
Bye
See you.
bye.
Bye.